No being around the bush, we're getting straight into constructing the steam engine that I was trying to make in the last episode. Took way too long, so here we are. Like that, we build this up a little bit, turn it sideways. I would like it if something worked for me in this, constructing this fucking thing. Ooh, wait, can I just turn it? There, shit. Just like that, it starts fueling it. Now I gotta figure out a way to connect everything, make it look a little spick and span. Now I need to just go get the final piece. With this little bit of fuel in here, I light it, run up here, start cranking. We got power. Now, with this going, I'm gonna go make a gearbox, put it right there, and we'll be able to set up our own little production assembly line. We got our own little steam engine going that's generating us some passive stress units. We'll have to find means to set up another. Alright, we're getting sidetracked again, real quick. So something I've already prepared in advance is setting up means to go to the Nether. Now, since we can't technically get, well, anything yet, we gotta set some stuff up. With these buckets of lava and water, I think you know what I'm about to do. Set that up right there. One right there. One right there. Gonna slowly go up with it. We gotta make it like the streamers do, or the speedrun streamers do. Shit, I destroyed the water source. Well, rather the water source be destroyed than the actual lava. And just like that, we have means to go to the Backrooms version of the Nether, with only minor inconveniences. Welcome to the Nether. We got access to a couple things here. Good thing I brought an axe. So we're going to be here for a couple things. Obviously a bunch of books, and of course, the checkered blocks. The shit actually looks nice and it has very, very, very important uses. A package port frog. I know I'm far from being able to use that, but I'm going to take it. There's a lot of stuff in here that simplifies the need of exploring in the back rooms, because that's... Shut the fuck up, these fucking heads. It makes my life easier, that's the point I'm trying to get to.
2 hours later.
Alright, after that little excursion to the Nether, I think we got a decent amount of stuff. Alright, give me a second to get the image that I'm trying to conjure in my head.
2 hours later.
Alright, continuing on, now that I got shit fixed up, we got the crushing wheels going. Now, with this little makeshift shit platform that I have right here, I'm able to just chuck it, most of the checkered blocks into there. And we go all the way down here, it falls straight into the moat, just like that. We get black quartz and nether quartz. Just gonna make myself a little utility pouch, just like that. Means of easier transportation, that way I just don't have to come straight running back. Also, we got some pig steps. We got a production line going. Alright, deployers are done. Now we just have electrical components. Then we take the roller over here, put it right there. Ooh, okay, I was about to say, did I just put that shit down? Now taking a couple of these, I can just throw them in here. Or throw them all in there, one of the two. We get copper wires, then we need to get quartz. So following that logic, just take this, where's the quartz? With these two simple things, I can just make an advanced circuit. Yep, I take a treated wood slab. Yeah! Electrical components. Hell yes! This leads to our new thing, which we need to get grout. And that all, some sand, some gravel, which, of course, I need to hook back up the crushing wheel. Huh, shit, I might need to go back to the Nether. And just like that, I burned through most of my wood supplies that I spent, like, a little bit off camera, just grabbing. It doesn't have to look pretty in the beginning, it just has to work. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't bother me, it bothers me. It bothers me greatly. Now I come all the way back down here, hook you up. Then everything's back in working order temporarily. Oh, this is gonna take longer than I thought. Some clay. I should still have some leftover clay. If not, I'm gonna have to sweep the fucking carpet again. This little section right here is gonna be sped up a bit. For those of you who don't know, you need sand, gravel, and I believe cobblestone or clay, if I recall correctly, in order to make grout. With that being said, those resources are kind of time-consuming to gather up in the back rooms. So it took me, I am not joking you, I'm looking at the recording right now, 2.5 hours worth of combined footage in order to get this shit together. I gotta run over, I gotta spin the wheel with some carpet dust in order to pick up some clay. I gotta take the clay over, make it into clay blocks. Then I gotta grab the cobblestone, which is by the cobblestone generator. That is quite possibly my best resource and my worst resource to generate cobblestone. It gets fixed later on, which you'll see if I remember correctly to edit it in. After that, you gotta take all that cobblestone, you gotta throw it into the crushing wheels grind it up, then you gotta grab the gravel, you can throw the gravel back in there to get the sand, and you need quite a bit in order to make grout consistently, and 1 grout block equals 1 seared brick. Now if you want a seared stone brick, or a seared whatever the hell they're called, you got to make them, and it has to be the blocks, and it's annoying. It's a whole process. This entire shit takes way longer than it should have. With that being said, this is the final part. The seared casting basin. This is the final part that we need to the smeltery over there, and it should all be good to go. Let's do it! Now, I place this right here. I come over here, I already filled it with 1 bucket. I fill it with another. We have this. Everything's working. Now, I could come here, I could grab the refrigerators, I could grab some generators. I'm going to grab the microwaves, then I'm going to grab the toasters. I could put the refrigerators in here, and they could start breaking down. Of 48 different ingots from different alloys. Probably metal, one's definitely iron. Molten blocks of iron, yes. If I hit this, it loads into here. Yes, an entire iron block. 1 whole iron block. This is extremely handy. Oh, and we also get nickel. Oh, this is still molten iron. The nickel is from the toasters. 2 whole blocks of iron. Now I know we got more in here. Gonna melt down as much as possible, and then I'm gonna make as much as possible. Probably should get another casting bin because I don't see getting too much use out of this right now. Drain the molten iron into there. Yes, finally I got power. I have some means of decent materials, and this is actually gonna be the start to how we start getting ahead when it comes to the actual electrical parts of this game. 11 blocks of iron. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I collected all that useless shit before. Being a kleptomaniac actually paid off for once in my life. So this is the Igneous extruder. So it's fairly simple. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a frame. We take the frame, put electrical component, a fluid pipe, and a fluorescent tube. And we get a light engineering block. Now that's not too hard. I got most of that for at least 1. Then that, and that's how we get a light engineering frame. Drop this onto the frame. Boom, boom. Yes! We get a light engineering block. Not done yet. Where's the copper? I come over here. I'm an idiot, so I don't have everything ready yet. Make this. Now, I take this. I set down the frame. We get Igneous extruder. This is handy. Now, if I recall correctly, yes, with it just being exposed to not only either lava and water, and automatically creates cobblestone. That means I don't have to fucking mine for it anymore. Thank the Lord, that is at least automated. Now, if you're wondering how the hell you're supposed to get fluorescent lights, let me show you how you're meant to get it. We do a little bit of tomfoolery here in the Backrooms. You ready? Like that. That's how you get a fluorescent light. Oh, and if you're wondering what I've been doing with most of my creosote oil, this is the result. We need to find a quick source of renewable wood, or else we're going to run into some problems. Once you start this mod, you realize quickly, once you start taking the resources to build everything, the further you out you have to go. The Nether technically has a lot of resources in there. Whether that be books for hide, paper, wood, a couple of smeltering items, stuff like that. You can find most of that in the Nether as well. However, it suffers from the same thing. The more you take around you, the further out you're going to have to go. Will allow us to grow redstone flux, effectively automating redstone. Then we take the flux spores. How do we get the flux spores? We come over, we go to the petal apothecary, throw in some sweet berries, some petal, some type of seed, some red stuff, and we get ash. Then we get flux spores. Then the flux spores would just naturally grow in here, and we could just turn the flux spores into easy redstone. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Throw you over there. Boom. Spores. Come over here, put it right there. Yes! We got spores going, boys. Gonna go get more berries from my moldy floor berry bush farm over here. Oh, we could get a musket? Fuck yeah. Oh, and this is pretty cheap too. How much is for the ammo? The ammo might be a bit of a problem. It's already pumping. Wire something back here underneath or on top of it. That might work. So most of the structures I'm going to build from here on out might be constructed from cobblestone, if not different variations of cobblestone. You got a problem with that? I'm sorry, but we're not exactly hurting for... Aw, oh, damn, it ran out. How do I connect the water? Is there even any water being pumped into there? Using some logic here. I might have to replace one of these pipes with another one to help subvert it this way. Alright, like that. Like that. Just like that. Now, where, or how do I make another one? Well, naturally, it's going to have to be somewhere about right here. Maybe cog. Another cog. When in doubt, cog it out. Maybe it might work. Not, I don't know what to tell you. Yes! That isn't taking from my energy supply, is it? Yes! 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 We have automated kegs. That means I can make beer finally. Ah. There's some ASMR for you guys who like ASMR. Now with a swing of this magical hammer, we got our coke oven back. Now I'm going to go disassemble half of that. I'm going to move it over. We're going to find a way to automate it. That way, I don't know, we have temporary means to keep all of this shit at bay. Move it over one. There. Now don't overstress my system. Yeah! Wait, shit, that's not where I need it to go. I need it to reverse. There it is. There, now that should be automatically pumping out all the shit that I do not need pumping into my system. Now with this combined, I am missing a crafting table and a bunch of wood. Now, with everything combined, I get a tinkerer's workbench. I'll put that right there. Now, I need power. How am I going to get power here? I think the power might lie with an alternator. Power alternator. Yes. Finally. We have some means of power. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? Alright. Glass. Yes. We got a flux bore. It doesn't have any power, but that's something that could be easily changed. Yes, 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 yes. We got a flux saw. We got the power tools. Gotta come here. Actually, just. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Would you look at that?